Hello, y'all. Welcome on back to the amazing race coverage here at the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. My name is Jack. I am the resident game designer of the panel, and I have no idea what bit I'm going to do today, so I'm simply not going to. I'm physically exhausted, so I have coffee.
All right. And hello. Hey, everybody. It is me, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And I have my cup mug because for me, this is the best part of my day is showing off my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug at lanascreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And if you see that nice little QR code right over there above my or next to me, I'm gonna pose next to it. Or on this side, whatever side.
That
Um whichever way is mirrored to
Whichever,
people.
it's
If it's
probably that direction.
it's over here for me, but sometimes it could be over here for others. So I'll just do both. But scan that QR code and get your cup mug. It'll take you right there to get it. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug. Period.
And howdy, y'all. I am Mike. I'm your buff bodybuilding correspondent down in Dallas, Texas. I put the him and himbo and the gay and video gamer. And I am right with you, Jack. I feel like I've been counting sheep today. So I have actually chai tea with me. So
Ooh.
not a grande, but chai
Oh,
tea.
well,
Well, we are all slowly getting energized for this lovely episode of The Amazing Race, and I can't think of a better way to do that other than jumping out of a plane,
I
followed by
mean,
counting sheep and making mud pies. You know, the classic things you do to wake up in the morning. Uh, but before we go ahead and get into all of the lovely stuff that is in today's episode, I just have a couple things to go over real quick. First off, if you enjoy the lovely reality TV landscape from Survivor to The Traitors to Squid Games, The Challenge to anything else that has been on TV recently, you might want to stick around here. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. We are always looking for new reality TV shows to cover, and I know we have so many down the pipeline. But if maybe you're looking for drag content instead, we do have a lovely little drag channel along with an Eurovision Song Contest channel. Both are in the link tree in the description, along with our lovely audio podcast links also in there to take us with you on the go. And of course, if you would like to follow us on our little escapades, you can always follow the Cup Pod on Twitter and Instagram, along with all of us on Twitter and Instagram. Those link, uh,
TikTok and Blue Sky as well.
TikTok and Blue Sky, all of that, all of the usernames. I'm forgetting the word usernames are in the ticker scrolling below.
And if it's something else, if you want to join our Patreon, you should do that too, because we got a lot of fun stuff coming up and happening in our Patreon right now. And I know sometimes you're like, y'all just saying that. But no, for real, we got a lot of fun stuff going on in our
Mhm.
Patreon right now. So you definitely want to check out our Patreon. And yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff happening. So check that out.
But with that said, I say we head into today's little adventure through Romania. So, we start with everyone essentially just immediately getting on a flight to go to Romania. I thought this would be a lot more dramatic with a 5 hour difference, but no.
I mean, there was some silent treatment being given by Natalie and Stephanie to Joseph and Adam. Friendship has been ended between the two, and
I mean,
you could see it on Natalie's face. She was livid.
I don't understand why she was mad though, because I'm like, they walked into the building first. So, what do you mean you're mad that they got in line before you? They literally got in line before you got in there. So it's like, why are you mad though? You expected it to be like, oh no, no, go ahead. It's only one seat left on this flight. You take it since you walked in behind us. Hello?
Yeah, very strange for somehow Natalie and Stephanie are pro Team Trainwreck, but also anti Team Trainwreck, but also giving up spots for other members of Team Trainwreck, but then also fighting about doing. It's a very weird dynamic that seems to pivot between who's actually mad at like any given time.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean, Stephanie was mad. Stephanie was like, we just jumped off this train a long time ago. Like, she was ready to jump off the train, this train wreck last leg or a couple of legs ago. She's like, let's get off. And Natalie was doing like, but we're helping, we're helping. So now when they just happen to get to the place at the exact same time, even though Natalie and Stephanie got there first, they took their time getting out of the cab. Like they was, I don't know what they thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm like, girl, get in the building so you can get in on up. You can book your flight. And
you
she's
can
too
thank
busy.
him on the flight.
You can thank the driver on your way in. Like, okay, thank you, sir, as you want running inside. But like, you, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. And then you mad because Joseph and Adam was like, swoosh.
I
They
mean,
swooped you.
this is for $1 million, and only one team wins. So
But you
It could
have
be
to
my
understand.
mama's. Me and my mama on different teams, but if we on different teams, and if my mama too busy thanking the driver, I'm swooping in front of her. I'm sorry, moms, I'm swooping
yeah.
in.
I'll buy you something nice.
I'll buy you something when I win this $1 million, but I'm swooping in. You can't not
Yeah.
expect people to swoop in and take your spot on a
Yeah.
race for $1 million. It's crazy to me.
I love the dramatic irony of like literally a minute before Natalie's like, "Oh, I hope we're all on the same flight," and then she's like grinning ear to ear. And I'm gonna be honest, it was the last time she grinned this episode. I felt for
This
her.
entire episode.
They're literally like at the desk, like Joseph and Adam like hand the passport, and they're like, "Yeah, so we're all gonna be on the same flight, right?"
No.
No. Full face crack of,
What?
oh,
And it didn't help. The man behind the counter was like, "You're not gentlemen." Absolutely not. I am not a gentleman. I am not a gentleman. I am not a lady. I am not the person who you think is the nice person. I'm here to win $1 million. And I
Yes.
can't do that if I keep giving away spots. Like, honestly, I'm going to say this. I think that whole birthday gift from Jag and Jazz got somebody feeling a little bit entitled from the boys and thinking that they're the little princesses of the group and they should always get the special treatment when it comes to spots on the race. And I'm like, girly girl, you can't do that.
no.
You can't. Ain't nobody finna give you a spot for $1 million. They just gave you a trip. Take that trip and enjoy it. Happy birthday to you. But that stops here.
Yeah.
Stops here.
That man wanted a full on fight in
He wanted
his
to fight.
He was like,
He was-
"Look, I know I
he
have
was-
so many cameras around right now. I saw that producer pass me like $100 just to get them to fight. What can I say?"
Yeah.
That man was
I
in
mean-
his messy bag.
I love also how like Joseph and Adam, they just kind of owned it. They're like, "Yeah, we're not gentlemen, whatever." We'll not be gentlemen all the way up to, what was it, third place that they get this episode. So
I mean,
Yeah,
It
I
worked.
mean, they capitalized on it.
I'm not mad at it at all. Like, I was like, of course you're not gonna be gentlemen at this moment in time. Who? Especially when they just heard they're the last person on that flight, and then they gotta wait a couple hours for the next flight. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, so we do end up getting essentially 2 flights into Romania. We first have Tucker and Eric, Kyland and Tyler, Joseph and Adam, and Jas and Jag, all landing at about 3:50 p.m., while Izzy and Paige, Jack and Chelsea, and Natalie and Stephanie all land around 8:30 p.m. You
But it
know,
doesn't
that
matter.
it doesn't really matter. That evaporates into like 15-30 minutes, because the first thing they have to go do is go to a different airfield, which just out of curiosity, I clocked it. It's about 40 minutes away from the airport, so it is at least a decent drive, and then grab one of 7 essentially time markers, because we are going to throw them out of an airplane. And
Absolutely.
you can't exactly do that in the middle of the night. So all of the airplane rides all of the skydives are going to be tomorrow morning, which means they all get to sleep in little communal bunks in shipping
Airfield.
containers.
Shipping containers. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're back in the Big Brother house.
Jesus Christ.
Yay.
I think that's what they were thinking when they came up with this idea.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the first time in the race since the double U-turn that all the teams get to finally see who was eliminated and who's still here. And even they made mention to it with at the travel agency with Jag and Jazz and Joseph and Adam. Like, I guess one of us are about to have a really awkward moment, awkward conversation when if we meet up, if they come right now. But it didn't happen at the travel agency, it happened at the airfield. And 2 people were very, very happy to get to say and look into the faces of the people who double U-turned them and was like, we're still here. We're still here. You tried it, but we still here. And I love that moment for Izzy and Paige. I really did like that moment for them. I wanted them to look in the Jag and Jazz's face and be like, you tried it. You tried it. And you failed miserably. And Jag and Jazz was like, yeah, okay, good to see you. Good to I don't think Izzy and Paige got the reaction that they wanted, but it was. I mean, I don't know what they expected. I don't know if they expected Jazz and Jack to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," because that wasn't gonna happen. That was.
I wasn't gonna be sorry. I would be like,
I would.
"What do you want?"
What do you? If it wouldn't have been me, I'd have been like, "Okay, good for you, girl.
Do it to us if you can.
If you can, but you won't be able to because
Yeah.
we'll always be ahead of you."
Yeah, I mean, just to look at the statistics here while we have the time, and I say this with absolute love for Izzy and Paige, because I really do adore them. The only time that Jas and Jag have ever been below Izzy and Paige is leg 4 when the shit hit the fan, and even then it was still close. So Jas and Jag can feel relatively confident that this is not going to be a problem.
Ain't never getting behind them.
As much as I do want Izzy and Paige to eventually win this fight, it would take a miracle. It would take multiple miracles, actually, for Jas and Jag to go out relatively fast over Izzy and Paige. I feel like they've kind of proven it throughout the race that they're just more consistent. And that comes from someone who does not want that to happen.
And they both, I mean, they have an express pass they're going
I'm about
to
to say that
use
too.
next episode.
That too. Like, exactly. Multiple, because they would have to fuck up so bad that they can't even use their express pass. They literally have to go in a circle for 8 hours. Like, I genuinely can't see any other scenario.
It's not happening.
We'll talk about it later about the rest of the leg, but yeah, no, absolutely. Next episode, I fully expect there to be 2 express passes played because they're not useful after next leg. So,
Right. Like it's gonna be the battle of the express passes next round. I
Yeah.
could just see we just
Yeah.
two teams are going to shoot. Which one is gonna be first? We'll see. But my bet is
Mhm.
still on Jazz and Jag at this point. Even with Taylor and Kylan having the express pass, I think they're both gonna use it at the same time. And they're both gonna just express themselves right to the end, and Jag and Jazz will go beat them in a foot race. Although, maybe. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I don't
Unless
know.
they
Did you
use it at the
see?
wrong time and I don't know.
I don't know. Did you see Taylor? She was like running through the taxis. I was like, oh my gosh,
I'll tell you, yeah,
she
I'm
was
like, she can
just
go.
booking it.
Oh yeah.
That camera shot. It was very violent. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so fast. I don't know why I don't know why I was thinking, but it was just like, whoa, oh my gosh, it was right in front of the camera. It spooked me.
Queen Taylor she's a runner, she's a track star too, apparently. So
Yeah.
we love to see it.
She's Miss Michigan. She's
Miss
America's favorite player.
she's Miss Congeniality, and she's a poop person too, a manure
Yeah, she's a
scooper.
manure
Yeah.
scoop.
She's a manure scooper.
Manure yoga. We'll get to
Oh
it.
God, no. Let's get past this first part
Yeah,
because
Yeah, we'll
uh,
get to it.
we'll get to it.
we have the first leg. We have the first roadblock of the leg being who wants to free fall, and it is very simply the team member that is assigned to this detour will jump out of a plane.
Roadblock.
Roadblock. Thank you. They're just gonna jump out of a plane. There's
Yeah.
literally no skill to this besides deciding you want to do this. And I think this is potentially the more interesting roadblock in terms of just like, this is easy. If you
Yeah.
are worried about someone not being able to do things in the future, you give them this. And as
Mhm.
long as they're willing, you will have no problems moving forward. Now, granted, we did have one scenario where that wasn't possible.
Me too. Yeah.
With Joseph and Adam basically being told, hey, because of Adam's diabetic equipment, it is not
You can't
possible
do
for
it.
Adam to do this. You must do it, Joseph.
I
Everyone
think
else
Joseph
is...
Joseph would have did it anyway. I think even if Adam probably got his, because if we remember when Adam did the height one on that banister, that beam, he
Mhm.
was not a fan of heights, and he was really struggling up there. So I think Joseph would have did it anyway, but because of the medical clearance that needed to take place that didn't happen,
Mhm.
it was like, okay, yeah, Joseph, you got to do it. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would do this in a heartbeat. Give me a tandem skydive. I'm doing it in a heartbeat. Like, as long as somebody is strapped to my back who know what they're doing, I would 100% do it. This is the easiest
Same.
thing for me. I'm like, give it to me. I'll do it. Let's go. 13,000 feet in the air. Take me. Let's go. It looks so fun.
Yeah, I would have been so down for this. I'd be like, well, Jonathan hates heights, so he looked at me and he's like, you're doing this one. But I would happily do it. I've never been skydiving, but I've always wanted to. So
Me too. You know what? Let's go skydiving, Mike.
let's do it. Let's do
Let's
it.
Yeah,
do it.
that's going to be like the first full official cup meetup is, yeah, we're going to go
We're not
skydiving.
skydiving. That'd be
No,
so great.
no reason, just because.
As long as it's a tandem, like I'm not doing it by myself.
Oh,
Not doing it by
no.
myself.
No. That
It
takes
has
so
to be a
much time and certification, everything.
Yeah,
No, I don't have the time for that.
no. Give me a tandem, but yeah, let's do that. That'd be fun.
I will note basically everyone else is just like pretty okay with this. Chelsea's good, Jas is good, Taylor's good, Natalie's good, Tucker's good. Paige, well,
Really?
somewhat.
Because she had to do it, because Izzy would not do it. Izzy was like, if it's a roadblock, well, only one of us need to do it. Paige got this because I can't do this. I can't. And I was like, oh, please let it be a roadblock. I was happy that it was a roadblock for them, but Paige was willing to do it, even though she didn't like it. She was just like, oh, I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. So I'll do it.
Cut to her being like, "We're gonna rewrite our wedding vows, so Izzy has to repay me for doing this
So
for
good.
her."
I love it. I love it.
I busted out laughing. I was like, "That's great." I'll say the same thing. I'll be like, "Jonathan's gonna pay for this the rest of this marriage."
Because if I gotta do it, somebody paying for this. But yeah. Even though we just gave ourselves away, Mike, we both were just like we'll easily willingly do it.
We don't.
We'll
Nobody's
easily
watching.
willingly do it, but like,
But
you know,
you gotta pay for it.
let's make this transactional kind of thing.
Yeah. I play it up a little bit, you know.
Absolutely.
I'm a gamer at heart, so.
Absolutely. Got to get something out of it.
So we do have Tucker, Taylor, and Taylor
Joseph.
and Joseph in the first group. Then for some reason we have Jas completely alone. And then we have Paige, Chelsea, and Natalie in the third group. And each of these groups are separated by about 15 minutes. So generally, a little bit of a time difference between everything. Everything is basically equalized back up, and all of that is gone. So if a team just gets it together this like they can actually just push through, which I was kind of hoping for, but we kind of equalized back into where everything was going to be anyway after this leg.
Yeah. I also, one thing I noticed that was really interesting, I noted who landed when.
Yeah.
Taylor landed first, but for some reason, Tucker and Eric got their clue before her. I was like, what's going on here? Like, how did they decide this? And Joseph was the first to jump. So I'm like, what happened here? That
he
the
was
producers
the first to jump.
picked.
Right. Joseph first to jump, but
Then
third
Tucker.
to land. Third to land. And Taylor was the third to jump. But the first to land. But the third to get the clue. And I was like, and then Joseph and Adam was the second and Tucker was first. And I was like, how did that happen when this wasn't the child?
I'm wondering if there was some editing trick, but like, because the order, it makes no sense. Why would Tucker and Eric, they don't need help. Why are you giving them their clue first? They're literally great at everything. So
the only guess I have, and I'm not 100% sure, isn't so Tucker and Eric grabbed their marker to actually go first, right?
No, Joseph.
Oh no, okay, no, then yeah, I have no idea.
I was like, Joseph and Adam
that was my
first.
only guess.
Well, Joseph got there first.
I was trying to remember certain things, but yeah, no, then that makes no sense. Maybe editing trick shenanigans.
Because I remember the women, I remember that was the order: Paige, Chelsea, and Natalie. That's the order that those teams pulled those numbers when they arrived at the air base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense to me. This was edited crazy and weird because I was like, how did the heck did Taylor land first, but then Tucker get his clue first, but Joseph jumped first? All of this is not making sense to me at all.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense, people.
All just really, really strange. But yeah, somehow Tucker and Eric get their clue first, and they are told to head to the sheep farm across the road to find their next task, which is corralling 5 sheep marked with blue paint into a pen to receive their next clue.
And I mean, this is fun. This is the highlight of the episode for me.
There's so much chaos in this.
Yeah, but not for Tucker and Eric, because they reveal they have a family ranch that they have worked on for a summer. And I'm like, of course. Of course
they do. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they not have a family farm that they work on every summer and they know how to corral sheep? Because they can do everything.
And their uncle has a brick making
factory that they can use and they'll know how to make natural bricks out of manure. Like everything. These men know how to do everything because they just have I like, yo, oh my God. That, when he said that, I literally was like, give me a break. Like, what? Give the rest of the teams a break at this point. Like,
You know, he's. I feel like the rest of Big Brother 26 was so lucky that he put himself on the block so many times because, like, he was going to
oh,
win out. He was going to be the first to win out the entire season of Big Brother because what he was. I forget until I watched this how good he was at
how good he was at
absolutely everything.
everything. Like,
it didn't make any sense how like both Tucker and Eric and Jack and Jazz just pull random stuff out of their ass where they're like, yeah, so actually I've done this before. And it's like, at a certain point, I was full on expecting like Jazz and Jack to be like, yeah, so we make artisanal masks at home. It's just like, okay, sure, why not? Like, I mean,
of course, y'all did. I was like,
that's what it literally is. Like, of course. Everything we've done on this race, you've done it at home, or you've done it at some point in your life. We know. You know how to make pontoons. Why wouldn't you know how to make pontoons? Because you made several pontoons in your backyard lake when you were growing up at your granddaddy's house. And so y'all made pontoons. So they could easily just put together a pontoon and boat out into this lake because we know how to do everything. We can corral sheep. We can make bricks. We can put salt in bags. And we know how to seal them up properly. We know how to... I'm sure if they went to the other detour, they'd be like, oh yeah, my grandmother taught me how to sew, so I know how to do masks too. I made this same mask at my grandmother's house all summer long. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm just ready for the next, like, out of left field. Like, this is my life experience that has a 1-to-1 correlation with this detour or whatever. So...
don't know how to do it. Like, I'm sure they...
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah. Your mic is cutting in and out, Lana.
Well, that's fine.
There we go. Now you're good.
Yeah, my earbuds crapped out. Anyway, but yeah, I'm sure they skydived several times in their lifetime. This wasn't the first time they skydived because they do it all. Like, spare
Lucky
me.
Ducks.
Spare me at this point, Tucker and Eric. Spare me. It's getting quite boring watching the two of them, if you ask me, because they know how to do everything.
Well, we still have 5 legs of stuff. We'll see if they know 5 legs of stuff in their previous life experiences, which is probably the truth, probably going to be the case. But
I'm gonna say, spare me. I can't.
We've all seen them pull out like oddly specific stuff, like oh yeah, so I've used this exact press in my like workshop where I do work, like where I do my job. It's like, okay, great, cool. Next, you're going to tell us that like, oh yeah, so I've actually assembled this exact car before, so I know exactly what went wrong when it crashed offside the road. It's like, sure, why not?
Just watch and see. But
but they go off to get some pontoons. They go off to the Debarkador Labada, where they have to assemble a pontoon boat and paddle out to the next clue. And of course, they have no trouble with this. Really quick, just to talk about the other teams, because these 2 tasks in combination trip up multiple teams. It's kind of a mess.
Yeah, I mean, these are some rebellious sheep. I mean, they're trying to jailbreak. They're making a run for it. They're jumping the fence. And I will say some of these teams were a little too dainty with sheep. Like, we have a friend who always comes over, and our dog, she's a pit bull. She's cute. Likes to jump on him. And we're like, just push her down. He's just like, and I'm like, no, push her down. It's fine. It's the same thing with the animals. It's like, you can push them a little bit. Like, they're livestock. Like, they're fine. They're going to be fine. Like, a lot of them are kind of like, and I'm like, no. It's fine. They will be fine if you push them a little bit. So
that would be me, though. I would be that danger. Like, okay, little sheep, come on. Because I don't do animals. I don't like dealing with animals. And so I'll be like, yeah. I would have been the person who you put on the gate. Like, okay, I'll open the gate and I'll close the gate. I'll open the gate and I'll close the gate. Don't have me corralling them darn sheep, because I'll be like, okay, sheep, just go that way. Go over there. No, not that way. Go that way. Oh, they're not going. Yeah. So, yeah, put me on gate.
I think the teams that were more physical with the sheep were the ones who've had all the success with it. And that's why you saw, like, the teams that got in and out, Tucker and Eric, like, they were literally, like, pushing sheep, like, get in there.
Right.
Like, you can see the sheep, like, resisting, and then they're like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm going over here. And as long as the farmer's not getting mad at them, I mean, I'm assuming it's fine, so...
I think they were some, like you say, some very rebellious sheep. They were very much sheep. They were followers. They were doing all the things sheep do. And they were on some of these folks' neck. Like, they were not letting up on them. When that sheep jumped over that gate, I was like, you're wilding. You are wilding. Like, you're the first sheep to do it. And then he was the same sheep that jumped back. I was like, you are a bad sheep. You are a rebel sheep. Get that sheep out of here, because he is not here. It was so funny, and it just didn't. Some of them, like you said, some of the teams in and out. Jack and Chelsea surprised me how fast they got it, and I was like, okay, got it pretty quickly, but yeah.
Well, Chelsea like sergeanted them into submission. They were just like, no, you stay over here. You stay over here. Be good. It was so funny.
She mothered them right into a submission. Like, stay here. Don't you move. Don't. Okay, good. Okay, you come over here now. You come. Stay. I was like, girl, okay, I see you.
And I'll commend Jack how much he's gotten into it. And he's just like... He's on it. And so that's a team that is kind of, I did not expect them to still be in the race at this point, and they're proving me wrong. So good on them.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, the two of them have, surprisingly been communicating well. The one thing they can't do is navigate, but like, as long as you take that out of the equation, which is like a small part of the Amazing Race, they're doing absolutely fine.
They're doing great, sweeties.
I do want to comment on Izzy and Paige because, unfortunately, this is not their task. They get one in, and then one jumps over the fence, and then they get another in, and then everyone else is gone. And they're like, wow, everyone else is gone. The two that are already in just sneak back out, and they're right back at square one. It is repeatedly horrific in terms of like, okay, just go over here. Get in the pen, and they're not listening.
No, they're not listening.
I'll say though, like there was multiple times where Izzy's like looking off into the distance. And I'm like, girl, what are you looking at?
Like, look,
the task is here.
The sheep is right here. Look at the sheep. Make sure the sheep ain't running over. Izzy would make a horrible shepherd because the sheep would just run away and she'd be looking over here like, what?
Girl, you can't use. They're not mice. You can't use a flute to.
Right, you can't get them. You gotta get them in there. You gotta get them in there.
Oh, and I also wrote down Natalie and Stephanie had a full jailbreak of their entire flock of sheep.
Oh, it was quite interesting to see that happen. That whole sheep thing. I don't know why they threw that in there, but okay, sure.
They had some random guy that they could contact across the lane, and they were like, hey, you got some sheep that we can just throw out some stuff really quick? Cool, great. We needed a challenge to fill in time anyway.
What they did was they got to the airfield, saw the airfield, and was like, hey, look over there, some sheep over there. There's sheep over there. Let's go see if we can do something with them sheep over there, because there's a lot of them. And the guy was like, pay me and we can do something with the sheep, because they sheep. They gonna do whatever we tell them to do. So that's what happened. They saw that location and was like, it's sheep across the street. Can we do something with the sheep across the street? I think we can do something with the sheep across the street. So we go do something. They threw that in there because it was there.
Because it was there.
It was there.
And speaking of things that were just absolutely there, just go assemble a pontoon and go out in the middle of this river delta. Like, there was no reason for this, but they could, and it was amazing.
That old Romanian tradition of building a pontoon. And going out onto a pond.
Because we couldn't just let them swim out there or walk out there. We needed a pontoon to get out there. We couldn't just have a pontoon already made for them to use, or a boat. We needed to make a pontoon. This episode to me was a lot of useless nothingness happening it was just a lot of stuff that they just wanted to throw in here just to do it. And it didn't really make sense of why this needed to happen. But it was like, hey, it's something to do. So let's let them do it. We go, because what's the fun of them just walking out in that pond? Because I'm sure that pond wasn't that deep. Anyway, they probably could have walked out there, waded in the water, got the thing, and came back. Or how about not putting it in the middle of the pond anyway, or just at the river bank, so they could have just went and got it and moved on. But no. What's the fun in that? Let's put it out in the middle of this pond. Make them build a pontoon, because pontoons are so huge in Romania. And we give them sticks to guide this pontoon. Sticks, not oars, not a paddle, just sticks, just some random sticks. And we just go have them bend and put out in the pond. Baby, come on.
Romanian sticks.
Romanian sticks, yeah.
In a Romanian pond.
On these Romanian pontoons.
Not wearing the Romanian life jackets that they all, like, the first few teams, like, just totally ignored. I was like, is nobody gonna wear a life jacket?
I was like, y'all see the life jackets over there? They were like, we can swim.
No, we're good.
We're good. We can swim. Who needs to? Child. Anyway.
And I mean, of course, we see Tucker and Eric just dominate this, because of course they can. And I mean, we see Jess and Jag do relatively well at this too.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph and Adam.
They're big boys. They're big boys. They Joseph got a lot of muscles. Adam is muscle. They're big boys.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to distribute your weight when you're a big boy. You can't just jump on the pontoon and expect to go like you're a featherweight. You gotta ration out your weight proportion. They was having a hard time rationing out this weight proportion. And Joseph was nervous Nelly the whole time. Like, he like, oh, wait, hold on. Wait, stop, slow down. Okay, wait, slow down. That man was like, I am not about to fall into this water. I am not.
It was a little princess behavior.
It was.
Adam, stop. I do not want to get wet.
He's like, I do not want to get wet. Look, I don't blame you, Joseph. I am not mad at you, because he was like, look, they literally just came off that leg last week. It was all rain, all wet, all damp, all the time. They're like, I do not want to be wet this time. And it's such a nice day. Why do we need to get wet? He's like, hold on. Wait. Whoa. Slow down. Let's go back. Okay, let's try it. Oh, we sink it. Slow. Adam is like, bro, if you don't, just sit in the middle.
Yeah.
Just sit in the middle. I
do think it was really, really funny seeing like Tucker, Eric, and Jess and Jag, who are much more slimmer builds. And then you have the muscle-bound Joseph and Adam get on there, and they have to like carefully balance their weight in the center of each side.
Everybody else just jump on that pontoon and go.
They're just like, go. And then they just go.
It's so funny. But I loved it. I thought that was so funny to me. I was like, I love Joseph and Adam. Their dynamic is funny to me.
Also, Joseph, and on the way back, he's like calling out to Taylor. He's like, "Oh, I see a fair lady! Ahoy, fair lady!"
Look here.
And you can hear Taylor like, "Oh my god."
Let me just say this. As the resident Jailer fan, who I was, because I was very much like, Taylor and Joseph need to just get together when they were on the show. And then when they did, I was like, ooh, Taylor and Joseph, my parlay hit, period. They need to stay together. And then they broke up, and I was like, I don't like this. But I still have hope for them. This episode let me know Joseph still like Taylor. Joseph, I see you out there. I see. First of all, you jumped out of the plane and was like, Taylor, I love you. We ain't forget that part. And then now you see the fair lady, and we still ain't forgot how you perked up when she walked up into that ice skating rink. When was it the ice skating? When
it was the horse.
The horse.
Oh, the horse.
The horse
arena
or something.
Yeah, when you was struggling the whole time, and then when she walked in, it was like, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
You trying to impress. I see you, Joseph Abden. You still want Taylor, and I approve of that message. I need that to happen for my life. So get it back together. Spin the block.
I mean, spoiler alert on real life for anybody who doesn't know. Taylor and Kyland are no longer together.
Oh, they were together.
So there's a chance.
All I'm saying is somebody's still interested. So,
but somebody's
still interested. He maybe they just need to grow up a little bit and I mean, Joseph is doing some big things now, Mr. Attorney, for real, working hard in his real life right now. So I'm just saying.
You know what? We just gotta let
nature take its
love grow fonder, or whatever that classic saying is.
Whatever they say.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, all I'm seeing on this are like, oh yeah, no, those are all the green flags that I remember seeing on 24. So.
Mm-hmm. I'm here for it. But to the detour, because
yes,
what is next?
We get to the detour, which there are two different things that can be chosen here. One is brick builder, where teams have to make 10 bricks out of clay, straw, manure, and water to receive their next clue. Or they can choose to make 2 winter masks, normally used to ward off evil spirits, to receive their next clue. Now, every single team, excluding Izzy and Paige, choose Brick Builder, while Izzy and Paige decide to make some masks. On your own, what would you have chosen for this?
Brick. Because I can't sew.
And I'm a crocheter. I'm not a sewer.
Too many details in that mask. I would have been like, yeah, no, I don't have time to. No, I would have did the bricks. It would have been harder, and it would have been nastier and stinkier and grosser. But I probably would have chose that anyway.
Also, Jonathan's not craftsy at all. That would be a disaster if we're both having to make individual masks.
Yeah.
Brick building, as disgusting as it is, it's really just kind of a put your head down
and just
make
do
them.
Yeah. Right.
And that's my exact thought.
I watched enough of those survival off the grid videos where they show the people making houses and pools and bunkers and
luxury pools
out of the stuff. And my favorite part is when they make the clay to slap onto the roof and make that's my favorite part of the video. So I'm like, yeah, just get some dirt and get some water and get some hay and you just put all that stuff. Now I could have did without the manure,
It's manure necessary.
But the manure is necessary for the bricks. But the way I see people do it, I was like, I could have did that. I love those videos. So I watch enough of them to be like, oh yeah, you just finna get dirty. I was like, nobody go stump in it like they do on the videos. Like you put the water in and you, but no, they was using their hand. They had tools, whatever.
They had tools. They had gloves.
Gloves,
some of them were using. honestly, when their hands are entirely caked in brick building batter, as Tucker used as many B words as possible to just get it out there. Yeah, no, it's not even possible to tell. And at the end of the day, they all stunk like manure. So
Yeah.
who really knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. Funny
I
moment
mean-
of Taylor falling into the manure. Very gracefully, I will say, though.
Very graceful.
Very gracefully.
I mean,
Right by, it was by Joseph.
by
too, wasn't
Joseph,
it?
and he used to start laughing. Mm-hmm.
I saw
Damsel in
that.
distress. Damsel in
then-
distress. Ooh.
And then she was like in like she got into like a perfect like downward dog position
Yeah.
and it just propped up.
Like, look what you missing. Oh, even when I fall, I'm good. I'm pretty. I'm pretty. Just, I'm
think
saying,
you're
it's a lot
sneaky.
of
We
flirting
saw
going
it.
on. It's a lot of flirting going on between them in the eyes, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fine.
All of the stuff is there, and on the other hand, with Taylor's actual teammate, I get it, but yeah, Kylan very much was like ticking up the ratings of like, I don't like how you're treating her here, man. Like,
That is something Jonathan said multiple times. As he's like, he looked at me. He's like, never say what Kylan is saying to her, which he kept saying like, I need you to blank. I need you to blank. And I was like, I will always ask you. I was like, can you please blank? Can you please, you know? He's like, yes, because Kylan was saying like, I need you to do this. I need you to do
Right.
that. I'm like, I'm sorry. Taylor's not your employee. She's your partner here. So
Hello, and baby. Oh, okay. Because Kylan, he got on my nerves in this episode. I was like, first of all, stop talking to her like that. You don't got the map, number one, and she's trying to tell you where to go. And you like, well, all you have, like, he was basically like, all you have is one job. It's to just tell me where to go and be the navigation, and you can't even do that. Like, I when they got out the car, and he was like, we don't need to move if we're not gonna move. If we're gonna move sloppily, I was like, who you talking to? Who are you talking to? Like, so now, are you ready now? And I said, ooh, Taylor, you better than me, because I'd be like, but you talk to me like that again. Say something else like that to me one more time. I don't need. Remember, I won Big Brother. I won the most money from Big Brother. I don't need this. You the one still trying to get a win. So stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, because I will walk away right now. I don't need this. Don't talk to me like that. Now we could just go do this, and you just. I mean, and see. Here's the thing. I get it. I understand. Kylan has, you know, he has his he's on the spectrum.
Some lovely nicks.
Right. I get he's on the spectrum, and I understand that his brain is wired to work in a certain way, and you have to be, you know, understanding and all of that stuff. But it's also not an excuse for you to talk to me any kind of way. It is no excuse. You don't have, just because you are autistic, don't mean you could just talk to me any kind of way, and I'm supposed to just take it. Like, it has to be a give and take in here, and it has to be a compromise of some sort. And I get it in the pressure situations and things happening, and he has to focus, and I get it. But don't talk to me that way, because I'm still an adult, and I'm still not your, like you say, I'm not your employee. You don't get to talk to me like that. And he was just doing it the entire episode. He would just say little stuff, and it was pissing me off. I don't know if it was, and you could tell on Taylor's face, like, she kept rolling her eyes, like, oh, okay. Especially when he was at the bricks, and he was talking about we don't have to be a perfectionist. We don't have to make. I'm like, really?
And unfortunately, he's absolutely being a perfectionist in that moment. The words and actions are not connecting. It's just.
It's like, come on.
There's even a visible moment of Taylor just going like, I want to win this money, so I'm just going to pretend like this isn't affecting me because I know I'm the bigger person.
And because she knows if she reacts and acts is going to take more time to calm him down because he gonna want to talk about everything because he has to talk, and that's one of his things. He has to talk things out and figure things out. And you don't have time to do that on this race. So she's like, I'll hold my tongue so you can get what you need to get done. And she's just like, you go get it done. You go do it. Just do it. Just make the bricks. Just make the bricks. I'm gonna sit here and be quiet. I'm gonna go grab some more dirt. That's what I'm gonna go do. Cause like, ooh, yeah. Taylor is a good one. She's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can also talk about the other team that fought this entire goddamn leg. Because
did they fight or was it one directional?
It was very one-sided.
It was very one-sided. Where Natalie decided to take out all of the frustrations she gained over the first 6 legs onto Stephanie in this episode. It wasn't even subtle.
It was, everything was wrong. And Stephanie was like, I mean, even that moment when they got in the car and Stephanie was like, we need to go. And I was like, wait, I have to take off everything. And she's taking off all the layers of the clothes. She's taking off the jacket. She's taking off the hat. She's taking off the shirt. She's taking off another shirt. And Stephanie was like, come on, Natalie, we need to go. Hold on, I have to take it off. I was like, girl, calm down. Like, relax. It's not that deep. And just all those little moments, she was just taking it out. And when it boiled over when she parked in the wrong place, and she was so mad. And I was like, no, Natalie, girl, you have misread clues too. On this, in this game, you have misread clues and we had to backtrack. You literally told a team just to let go, we'll wait for you. And Stephanie's like, we can't do that. We need, so you've done things in this race that wasn't like, the right thing to do in the race. And now all you have to do is pull out this where you are and go around to the next part. It wasn't like you was 15 miles away from the parking. It was literally a half a second. Like all you had to do is pull out and pull around. And she was furious. I was like, girl, what is the matter? Post Stephanie in that moment.
Yeah.
I think she was looking for the one thing she could like grab onto that like Stephanie did objectively wrong, and she didn't read the clue, but like literally everybody on the cast at some point on the race misreads the clue or doesn't read the full clue. It happens every season. So, and
I think it probably happened to everybody in this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically every single team has at least misread something. Or like misinterpreted something. So it's not like it's a crazy thing to do. So it was a lot of energy for something very minor, but of course, at this point they've been racing for what, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They're kind of like, even with the people I'd want to do this most with, no, that would happen. Yeah. So I get it, but this is also the game of like, your teamwork is going to be tested this hard. Can you make that work? And unfortunately for Natalie and Stephanie, the answer is a hard no. But we do, I mean, everyone is kind of just like making bricks. Very nice. Some of them aren't tall enough. Some of them aren't
full enough or
structure.
He was pretty strict with bricks that I thought looked kind of okay, and he was like, I was like, he is strict. Oh my gosh!
I was like, that will look okay, but then you'll see it off the side, one little piece is hanging off. And it's like, oh, I was like, oh, well, okay, tighten it up, then tighten it up.
He's like, no, I'm actually going to use these bricks later, so
right,
like,
so
I need them
to be good.
I need them to
perfect.
Be good.
Yes,
I'm building a house over there. I need my bricks right. So, hello.
It's not like he could, I don't know, correct them once the team's left or anything. But no, they need to be perfect right now.
Why would he do the work after they did the work? I don't want to do more work on top of your work. Fix it.
It's free labor for him.
Free labor, yeah.
He said, "Fix it, honey. I'm not gonna come behind you and
Yeah.
what I look like, a manager."
I think he's a little upset that one team went to go do masks because he's like, I thought I was getting 70 bricks today.
Right. What do you mean I only get 60? I mean, what?
I have to make 10 bricks.
You gotta make 10 more bricks? I was gonna sell these. I told the person I had 70 ready for them. Oh man.
But yeah, let's quickly talk about the masks because I really felt like this was a really nice refresher between seeing Kylan and seeing Natalie. This was just fun. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
Like, this man at the detour was very happy. He was just like kooky in the best way possible, and Izzy and Paige were there for it, and they were like, we're just gonna have fun with this. We're really gonna enjoy it. And they did. It was so nice.
I think when you feel like you're in last place and you think that like I'm already in last place, I'm just gonna enjoy the remaining of my time here. And so they did that. They were just like, we probably last. So we're just gonna have a good time. We're not gonna put no stress on us. We're just gonna have a good time. And they did. They just sat there and they sewed. Izzy was like, Izzy pulled a Tucker. My grandfather was a tailor. He used to make me costumes. I used to help sew. So I know how to sew. So she's just sewing and they looking and they sewing and they figuring it out. They just had a good time with it because they already felt like we might be going home. So we're just going to enjoy this. And I like that. It was very refreshing.
It was very refreshing. It was heartwarming to see like their marriage and everything. Like, I think one thing I really loved is they always said to each other is like, no matter what happens, I will always love you. I will always love you. And I was like, that was really, really sweet. I do think they might have thought they were the very last team because you get really scared when you go to a detour and nobody else is there.
No one's there.
Though in this group, you could probably safely expect they all went to the more physical one and that the more arts and craftsy one was going to be the less popular one anyway.
Yeah.
I think the only person who would have done that challenge also would have been Rubina and Christine would have done it.
Yeah.
They probably would have done it. And I think Matt.
Maybe, Matt and Megan.
Megan, yeah.
Turner.
That's what I was trying to think. Turner. Yeah. Turner and Megan would have done it too if they were there.
Well, he's a carpet maker, so like I'm sure this is up his alley.
It's going to be similar.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. They probably would have been the only one that would have done it because that's them. They're artsy people. So everybody else would have went for the bricks. Everybody else would have went for the bricks.
What really is a rug tufter, but like an automated sewing machine, like on steroids. So like, it'll be fine.
Sure.
So we do get our check-ins just to start this. Unsurprising to no one. Surprising no one here. Tucker and Eric are first. They were consistently the top of the leg, and then they also had literally their entire bloodline helping out with this leg. Like, they had no shot at ever losing this. And this now marks 4 wins in a row. I'm pretty sure I saw this, but they've also never been out of the top 3 this entire time, which... no, actually, in leg 2, they were in 4th.
I'm about to say the first leg, they were in 4th.
Yeah. So,
they've been out there since then, though.
But still, they've been in the top 3rd the entire time.
Yep.
Like, they've never had any issues. This has just been a lovely little joyride for them, and I think this is just going to kind of continue on forever and ever. Like,
I don't think they're getting out of the bottom. They're not going to lose 3. Like, I think they're going to stay that way in 3rd place. They will jump out. I think if the 2 people who has the express passes use them the correct way, they will lose their 1st place on this next leg. But with the 2 of them, they can get it right back. It doesn't really matter. They can lose it and then they'll get it right back because they go into something. It's the next thing is gonna be a cooking challenge, and then we got Chef Tucker who's just gonna chef it up and get it real good to be done. And then I don't know what Eric does, but it's gonna be something in his wheelhouse to be in the detour. And he's like, "Oh, I got this. Yeah, I do it all the time." It's weird.
Yeah, I think you can probably just pencil them in for the finale at this point.
Yeah.
Now
there's no question.
Now are they going to get first on the final leg? That's a question mark.
That's a question mark.
These are really fierce teams, and they are kind of dancing. They've kind of been dancing back and forth with Kyland and Taylor and Jess and Jag. So.
And we will have a great equalizer, I think, on that last leg because they will be flying back to New York City for the finale. And so they're going to have to do the airport, and we don't know what's going to happen with the airports and with, who knows what's going to happen. So we'll see. I do see them in a finale. Like, I definitely see them in a finale. If they don't, I will be gooped and gagged. Like, what? But I do see them there.
I mean, that'd be a shocker. I mean, I would feel bad for them, but it also, the TV value of that would be like, oh my gosh.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Who's not in the finale? Gagged. I would be so gagged if they weren't.
I'd be gooped.
It would have to be a disaster kind of roadblock, or like someone gets injured kind of thing. That's the only route I can see.
They have a car crash. The car.
Exactly.
Like something has been where they couldn't get to the pit stop. Like something would have to be. Because I just cannot see them not being there at this point.
Yeah.
I will say, if they do make a final leg, though, Tucker is known for really liking puzzles, and they do puzzles now, like full-on 3D puzzles last season. Like, Tucker will win that leg. So I think it's just getting there.
I was going to say that there's always like that one last challenge right before the finish line, but it's a puzzle, and Tucker is notoriously good and loves puzzles, and so that will not be that much of an equalizer if they're the first team to get to
and they remember everything. Puzzle. They got good memories too. And not to mention, they're going to New York City, and Tucker is from New York City. So
yeah, no, it's kind of basically if Tucker and Eric can get there, it might be a wash. It might be a real wash. Unless second place, Jess and Jag, can overtake them because they've also been doing really well.
And it's possible because they do know they're good at puzzles as well. And Jess and Jag remember everything as well. So if it comes down to that, yeah, I can see that being a good race for first and second. Now third place, if it's Taylor and Kylan in that third place position, I feel like Kylan and his need for perfection will be what messes them up because he takes a lot of time doing things, and it's like we don't have the time, and those seconds or those minutes could be the win or the loss for them. So I think with Kylan, I don't know if he'll know how to adapt to how fast he has to actually be on this race and not be so into the details or perfection, everything.
And I think it's important to note, like Tucker and Eric and Jess and Jag, I don't think we've ever seen them fight with each other at all. Like they are just like, they're both like in lockstep. Like, they're like one person moving in two bodies. Like their minds are connected, which is nice to see that like their brotherly bond on both teams is very, very lovely to see. It is potent stuff because they are dominating. Both of them have been dominating this race.
They've been eating up.
I will say this is potentially the first time, if honestly the only time, that we could actually see the same three kind of general connections on The Amazing Race being brothers. It's just like, so the final three are all made of pairs of brothers. On one hand, it's like, wow, okay, so Kylan and Taylor have to lose for that to happen. But on the other hand, insane statistic, I'm here for it.
It would be cute. It would be
That's
cute.
Never happened?
No, I don't think so.
It's just such
Not
an
that dynamic,
improbability.
all brothers.
Mhm.
Has it happened of like the same dynamic for
Mm-mm.
all three teams in the finale? Because
I don't
that
think
it
so.
feels rare for that to have possibly have happened.
They vary it up so much between the teams that usually it's really unlikely for that to happen on a season.
Because I don't even know we usually have this many pairs of brothers in one season.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So I don't know if that is even the case. So I don't think it's happened before. So for that perspective, that would be cute. But I don't know if I want Taylor and Kylan not to be there, as well as I want Joseph and Adam there. But that means Tucker and Eric or Jazz and Jack. One of them got to be up out of here. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think usually in other casts, we usually see like groups of friends, stuff like that, other connections that we don't have here because they're all either family or their romantic relationships. So, I think, it makes sense if it's not that likely and they tend to vary up the relationship between the teams.
Right.
So, just quickly getting through third and fourth place here. We have both Joseph and Adam and Kylan and Taylor attempting to give Phil a hug, and Phil's like,
no.
Okay, so what did they? No, they did the brick building. I'm not accepting this. Just like kind of running in a circle. Of course, around two people dressed like bears. You know, normal things see in Romania.
Because Romania known for bears. I'm like, look at me learning. I didn't know that.
I will say that those little bears with the little tassels, that was cool, and they were like dancing, and I was like, you know what? I would take that to like a rave or something, and I'd be like the little dancing bear, have a good time. I thought Joseph, when he was like going up to hug, I thought it was like, oh, did he see the bears and he wanted to hug the bear?
No, he just want to hug Phil. It's just Phil. And Phil was like, absolutely not. What we're not gonna do is hug me with you smelling like that. No.
I mean, they ran through public smelling
like that.
Smelling like they must have known what they were doing when they said that has to. It's like, so you're not showering. You're also going to smell horrific.
And that is why they did not make them do taxis after that challenge. They gave them a car because there's no way you get in somebody's taxi smelling like you smell it. Because if you would have gotten my taxi to smell like that, get out. Absolutely not. You just no. But yeah, Taylor, Joseph and Joseph and Adam saw Taylor and Kylan saw them, and they told them they knew where to go, so they followed them, and so they were like, "We'll let y'all go first." So they came in, and so they got third with Taylor and Kylan getting fourth. Yeah.
I mean, basically outside of Tucker and Eric and Jazz and Jack, we basically see everyone kind of finish relatively similar times. So it seems like it's kind of a 5-person foot race, including Izzy and Paige, who, I mean, we don't know their time estimate compared to everyone else, but it seems like everyone is rushing. Obviously, Joseph and Adam, Kylan and Taylor get there at the same time. But then we also have another pair of teams arrive together, being Jack and Chelsea and Izzy and Paige. And, I mean, obviously, Izzy and Paige assume they're done.
Yeah.
Like, they assume they just lost the foot race to Jack and Chelsea, which is why it's so refreshing to basically see them go, no, you both are still good. You're still in it. Like, take that sigh of relief really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because they also realized, we're right next to Jack and Chelsea. Like, there's 0 time difference.
Yeah.
We're going to be in a good spot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And they just, it was what it was. It was just like you said, I like seeing the sigh of relief on Izzy and Paige when they realized that they were still racing. And it was just like, okay, we still got this. We still got one, we can go on to the next leg and hopefully continue, because they had to know at some point that they pulled ahead of a few teams, because when they finished and they was going, they saw Jack and Chelsea on the side of the road getting directions. And then just like Jack and Chelsea, they saw Kylan and Taylor. So they were all there seeing each other getting these directions. So they had to know that they're kind of close. It was just getting there and that making sure you could get to the right place. And had a couple of, direction issues for all three of those scenes, but they all got there. And Joseph and Adam just came out of nowhere because we didn't even see them stop for directions or whatever, but they just came out of nowhere and was like, oh no, we know where to go, let's go. I don't think it was 10 minutes in between those four teams.
Yeah.
It seems very close, which means Izzy and Paige did great by choosing the mask, and they got through that so quickly that the people were still at the brick places, still doing bricks as they were finishing up some masks. So I think they made the right decision on picking that detour and got through it pretty quickly. Like I said, I don't think it was 10 minutes between those four teams. If that, maybe 15.
No, it was real close. And I mean, Izzy and Paige did the right thing. Realistically, I don't think we see with our last place team, they were struggling throughout the whole leg. I think Izzy and Paige were probably fine almost regardless. But we do have the last place team end up showing up, which is Natalie and Stephanie. A little bit of, well, we tried our best. We understand. They kind of knew they were done going up to the mat, which just a good way, I guess, to send them out of like, well, we had fun.
Yeah.
At this point, what can you do?
Yeah, and I'm happy that, at the very end, like, just kind of reflecting on the journey that you had. And honestly, Natalie and Stephanie, it's kind of shocking that they're out at this leg because I felt like they've been really, really strong up until just this leg. Every other leg, they have been in the top 5, I think. I don't think they've gotten out of the top 5.
I don't.
Let me go ahead and check.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they had never been out of the top 5, and then their communication just completely degraded between this last leg and this one, and that's all it took.
Yeah. It's sad to see, and you know what? They had a great run, and one leg is all it takes, which that means, like, don't count the people like Jack and Chelsea, don't count Izzy and Paige out. One bad leg is all it takes.
Yep. Absolutely.
Though we have 5 legs left, so there's probably some non-elimination legs coming up in the next few episodes.
I was going to say, they've been, like, kind of inadvertently teasing, like, one team may be eliminated.
Yeah.
But, like, they haven't actually done anything with it yet. I'm nearly confident that like one of the next 2 legs is probably going to be non-elim just to keep it moving. But we'll see.
I'm still waiting on my mega leg. I need a mega leg to happen. Like, where's the mega leg? But we'll see.
I'm trying to think. It would have to be like here because I feel like Romania is the only one where they have like a whole day or a whole leg in Romania, and then I think they moved to Greece after that.
Yes.
So that could be the mega leg. Like those 2 episodes is just Romania, and then mostly Romania, a little bit of Greece at the end there. So
I'm feeling the non-eliminations or mega leg these next 2 legs. I feel it.
Yeah.
But
there's only one way to find out if one of the next 2 episodes is a mega leg, and that's by watching the next 2 episodes. But I don't think we can do that just yet. So I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to reconvene later to talk about that. So for everyone here, thank you so much for hanging out with us for this long. If you've enjoyed us this long, subscribe, like, You're going to love our Survivor content, our Guts and Glory content, Traders Canada. We have so many things on the pipeline. And maybe some stuff over on our Patreon as well. We're doing some recaps of shows that were gone far too soon, or maybe some movies that you might like. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, please feel free to check out our Patreon. If you are a lover of drag content, we cover, I honestly think, everything at this point. Like, I don't think we've missed anything. It's insane. So please feel free to check out all of that. And our Eurovision Song Contest, Eurovision Junior, is starting up, all of which is in the description down below, along with links to our audio channel, our audio podcast, where you can listen to us on the go. You can follow us at our social links below, along with the usernames that have been scrolling in the ticker. And finally, you can get your merch at longitude.etsy.com. That link is in the description below, along with that QR code up in the top right corner. But once again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us for this lovely little recap. We will see you here next week, still in Romania, so you won't actually have to go anywhere. But we'll see you then. Cheers!
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye.
And hit the button.